Just giving you another video here. I got my starter installed. Pulled the header out of the way. Connected up the starter purple wire there to the solenoid. I got them running up behind the engine there out of the way. So now I was going to drill a hole around this area here and then run my battery cable straight across back into the firewall, but the header is really close in that area, so the battery cable would probably be about maybe a ½ an inch from that header, so I don't want it to get too hot there. So I figured out another way to do it. My last pipe here runs down about this area right here, so I'm going to run my battery cable up this way and then come up and around, and then off this plate or this mount I'll put a wire clamp and then clamp it there and then run it up along the firewall, and I can probably even utilize that hole for now and then figure out where I'm going to drill it afterwards. So I think that's what I'm going to do, just to keep the heat away from that battery cable. I'll still run the tinfoil around it and everything like that, but I still want to make sure I'm not going to be overheating the sheathing on it. So what else I had to do to that, when I put the terminal on, I had to bend it over just so when it connects to it, I can come straight off the front instead of sticking out like that and trying to bend the wire. I think this will be a better fit for it. So once I get that ran, I'll get it trimmed, get the other end on, and then connect it to the inside of the fuse block there. So I also got my DLC connector all wired in. I just got it dangling up here for now. So she's all ready, set to go there. I still got to run the fuel pump harness, so I'll probably get that done now. And yeah, that's it. So once I get that installed, I can probably get my alternator feed wire or battery wire going from the starter to the alternator. So I'll tackle that after. But all right, until I get some more. See you in a bit. Alright guys, I got the starter wire all done. I got it all conduit on it. I got the aluminum wrap tape on there for the heat, but running it this way is giving more clearance to the header, so I think that'll be a lot better. I got it all connected up through the firewall here. I still have to pick up a grommet. So once I get that, well, I'm going to wait anyways before I do anything with that firewall, because I got to replace that panel. But I did leave this like this because I wanted to show you guys right here. Stuff like this, you just got to make sure that if you don't leave contact points like that, you're not going to have any wire problems down the road. Even though I got the conduit on there and the aluminum wrap, that conduit does get brittle over time, so eventually this metal will work its way through and you'll actually have a short to ground, and that'll cause you big problems because that is your battery feed. So what I'll do is I'll either just cut that bracket a little bit just to give it enough clearance, and then if that works, I'll leave it. If not, then I'm definitely going to tie it down here on the frame with a wire clamp. That way it'll stop it from moving. But stuff like this, I want to make sure that I'm not running any wiring harnesses that will come in contact with any metal brackets. So try to prevent wire problems while you're doing it. You'll have a better ending. So, but now I got that done. I'm going to start running the alternator wire from the alternator to the starter. Now this is a pretty big alternator that's in this car. I think it's about 135 or 140 amp alternator. It's got the 5/16 stud on the back, so it is going to produce a lot of amps. So I'm going to go with the 4 gauge wire. I've already made an ending for it. I even got the rubber boot that goes over top, so eventually it'll you know, snap on, nice clean look. And I think the way I'm going to run this is I'm going to run it up and over, and then I'm going to go underneath the plenum here, and then the throttle body will be here, but it'll be tucked up underneath, and it'll run down this side, come right down here, go on top of the AC compressor, and go right to my starter. So I'll get a dry fit in there, throw the header in, make sure we're not too close, and if we're not, then I'll just measure what I need cut, make the end. I'll have to make the end the same way I did the one on the starter, put that 90 degree on it there. I think that'll make it tuck up in there nice. So when I get to that stage, I'll show you. Alright guys, I got the alternator on, well, the alternator wire. So I got the connection made here. I got the rubber boot on. I ran it down under the plenum. I did throw the headers on, well, the one header, and everything's nice and clear. So I'm a lot happier with the clearance, with the way I ran it this time. Let's see what shadow, but I got the connection made down in this area here. And it runs right up along the side, just above the AC compressor, and then up to the alternator. So that is done. I still got the 3 circuits left up here to do: the alternator, the TP, and the IAC, plus the 2 oxygen sensor harnesses I'm going to have to definitely shorten. So I still got to hook up this ground. That'll be at the back of the cylinder head. So I got to run one more battery cable, and that's going to be the ground from the engine to a stud I weld on the firewall, and that'll complete the ground side. Feed side's all done. I just got that left to do for the ground. Then I'm thinking I might do a test and power up the whole thing and make sure everything's working. But when I get a little bit more on that, I'll show you in another video. Hopefully it'll work out decent. I'm going to keep plucking away here on the rest of the harness here. So when I get some more, I'll show you. I'll show you then, probably when I do the power up stage. I'll show you the rest of the wiring I get done. So all right. Well, thanks for watching.